I am pleased, therefore, now to declare the Scottish Parliament open, and in so doing, to present to you this newly commissioned mace, a modern embodiment of an ancient symbol of power, legitimacy, and the relationship between Parliament and Crown. Let it serve to remind all of the lawful authority vested in the Scottish Parliament from today.
I'm Michael Lloyd. I'm a silversmith, and I was privileged 25 years ago to be given the commission to make the mace for the Scottish Parliament. The Queen announced that she'd like to present the mace, probably not giving a great deal of time to allow, the selection of the silversmith, the judging process. There were 10 of us who were invited to submit designs. I wanted the design really to be a torch to the values that the people of Scotland would give to Parliament. I chose justice, compassion, integrity and wisdom, which I felt covered a great number of issues that one would hope really decisions were going to be made of, that they would be looked at sort of possibly long term, and they weren't overtly political. I felt these values were in the air. They were what, if you went trying to sift what people wanted, I felt this was what we were asking the members of Parliament to carry with them. I was rather expecting the committee to say, he's not to choose what these are. We'll have a committee deciding this, but Donald Dewar gave me the go-ahead with this, which I was delighted about. These values really, for me, were the starting point of making the mace. They were the thing that made the mace really significant, that possibly gave it presence, certainly gave it a lot of meaning. And as an object, and I know one of the comments where, in this age, do we want sort of ceremonial bits of silver? It's a bit blingish, but I think objects made with passion and love, are special, that they can sort of absorb the history that surrounds them. So what the value of the mace is, I think, is a question of time. Tuesday, the 18th of June. This has been a very special day for me. I have, since the 18th of March, when I was invited to submit the designs, been completely obsessed with the mace. This morning I started off without any great expectations, a fairly tricky soldering of the two halves of the mace, and have spent most of the morning fitting, refitting, making sure all the angles are right. Head and shaft laid on the hearth, fluxed up and soldered. On lifting the work from the hearth, I found I was no longer holding a couple of pieces of my work, but I had the nation's mace in my hands, which has taken on its own presence. I feel strangely detached from it, and am treating it with considerable reverence, something I've not experienced before with my work. This is the most significant piece of work I've been asked to make, and it's been a period of intensity in the workshop. I hope this comes true in the work and perhaps explains its power over me. The whole point really about making a one-off piece, I think, is the energy and the idea is something which can be very much reclaimed by the viewer. There's a lot of me in it, but it belongs so much to the nation.